Now we are at the explanation of the WinForms client-side project. This we have done in C# WinForms application, and this we have already done, and now we are going for this one. The source code is attached, so you can obtain the source code from the downloads. And let me put a summary of what is to be done, and we have shown you this video already earlier, but right now let me tell you where we are. Now we are on C# WinForms application. This application will send a request for a JWT token to the ASP.NET Core application. This will take place on the loading of the form, and this get state. Once the JWT token is available, immediately a get state request will also go to the ASP.NET Core server, and it will bring back a number which tells the current state of the LEDs, and on the basis of that this form will be settled. And when any button is clicked, this request will go to the ASP.NET Core server. So let us straightway move to the ASP.NET to the WinForms application that I have created, and this is the Solution Explorer, and this is the client app. The source code is in your downloads, you can obtain from there. Now to make this form, I have used user controls for this one. So there are 3 instances of the user control called switch. This has a button and a label, and we have a login box, and please wait is for so that when the communication with the server is taking place, we can show please wait. And now let me show all of them one by one. We have to start with the form view code. So it is here we are. This is the form 1. This is the localhost address of the ASP.NET application. Since this and the ASP.NET application are running on the same computer, I have put localhost here. Otherwise we could have put that IP address. This is the JWT token stored locally. Get JWT token will give us this. So this basically provides access to the private string. Maybe it is used internally from some other part of the code. And when the form is loaded, a login box is shown, and this login box, if it fails, we say is ASP.NET application running. Otherwise, when the dialog login box completes, the JWT token is available in this variable. And let me come to the login box. In the login box, I have fixed user ID and password, as you must already be aware. In this code, this is the please wait is shown when the user clicks that OK button, and get JWT token. This variable, this function actually sends a request through the basic header. It sends the request slash token to the remote server. It is about this one that I'm talking right now. So it is this one that goes, and when it returns back, you get the JWT token. This token is extracted from the JSON that comes, and this JWT token is available to you in this way. And the next step that takes place is this request to get state, to get the state of the current switches. And let us this get switch state, this sends a get state request and sends a JWT token in the bearer header, and that request goes when form is shown. Synchronize switch buttons, and this is a function that must have been used elsewhere. A please wait is shown, and get switch states it brings, and on the basis of the JSON that now that's actually JSON of all the switches that actually comes, not the int. And on the basis of that, each of the switch states is set for ID bit. This is 001, 10, 100 in binary. And after that we have this one. So these switches are set according to that. You will have to study it yourself, because C# is not a part of this course and it will become more complex for me, and I don't have a course on this, so you will have to make some effort on your own also. Double click this one. When the change of state takes place, set switch state, and this is set switch state, it sends a put request, and this is the put request that goes. It sends this put request to the remote server, and on the basis of that it then sets its state back. Now we can run both these applications. First of all, I'll run this without running the ASP.NET server, so you can see what goes on where. It shows a login box. Click on login. A please wait is shown. It's obviously going to fail because the server has not been started. Is ASP.NET Core running? Now let me start the server also. This is the ASP.NET server application, and let me start debugging it. And I can put a breakpoint somewhere here. I will put a breakpoint. Token is okay, it will be checked. Here I can put a small breakpoint when state is set. So this server is now running, and let me now side by side run the client application also. So let us run it also. Click on login. Is ASP.NET Core running? It says maybe it has not been able to make a contact. Let me try again, because sometimes so now this is the login box, and click on login. It immediately connects and the state is shown as off. So when I will click on turn on here, what we expect is, let me come back to this, a put state will be sent to this. There we have put a breakpoint, and after that another request will be sent to ESP32. But ESP32 is not running at the moment because I didn't want to complicate the things. In the next tutorial I will run all of them together. This means this part will work, but this part will not work. So let me come back to the projects. I put a breakpoint here in the first part. The second part will send a put request to the ESP32, but this will not work. So it will be sufficient for us to test that this breakpoint is hit. So now let us turn the state of this one, and you can see the breakpoint is hit, and it says turn on is true. That means it intends to turn it on. But if we force it ahead, in that case the further ESP32 is not reachable, so that is why it stops here. In the next tutorial I will run all of them together. So I will close it right now. Thank you.